And we are back, both audio and video, with our game tonight. Tonight's last game, we'll have Joe Davis. We will also have Travis O'Connor, and we'll have yours truly, Rick Phillips, manning the cameras. They're supposed to be getting me some food right now, so I'm waiting for some sustenance before we do this last game of the evening. And we are back, both audio and video, with our game tonight. Tonight's last game, we'll have Joe Davis. We will also have Travis O'Connor, and we'll have yours truly, Rick Phillips, manning the cameras. They're supposed to be getting me some food right now, so I'm waiting for some sustenance before we do this last game of the evening.
On the score? I don't know anything about Arlington, but just watching, I'd say 20 is going to be the minimum. It could be worse. If they can score, and they've got some scores, they could keep it in the game a little bit. They can score. Oh, wait a minute, they don't play well. It's supposed to be all they can score. Wilmington can score. Really? Wilmington High School cannot score. I just had him in a scrimmage, but when I had him in a scrimmage, he had like 5 of their guys sitting on the sideline in the scrimmage, so I didn't get to see what the real, what they're going to do. If you can't score, you're not going to win many games.
All right, we've got about 7.5 minutes before this final game of Saturday night is finished. This is Rick Phillips with Joe Davis and Travis. The Golden Bears? The Golden Bears?
Golden Bears.
Right.
I think you said the Old Men.
The Old Men? No, that's us. Campus Nation Old Men.
Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah, the Upper Arlington Golden Bears. Yes, Lee is ready when we are. So.
Hey Lee, how you doing, buddy?
And as I said, we've got now about 7 minutes before this game gets underway. We've had some exciting basketball tonight and earlier today. Every game other than one has been fairly close. One was a blowout, 66-33.
We may have that this game.
Well,
yeah. I'm saying may. I didn't
say that's right. Let's just face it. You're talking about a D1 team.
Oh yeah.
Against what is McClain? What D5?
Oh yeah. And again, that's no disrespect to Greenfield. It's just like you said, D1 against D5. I mean, it's just like the Bengals going against Wilmington College. I mean, you can take the best team out of Wilmington College's league, and if they go against a team that's in the National Football League, it's not going to be close. And that's basically what we got here. And it's no disrespect.
your cable.
That's no disrespect. That's no disrespect to Greenfield. In the league they're in and against teams that are equal, they may go 17-3 the rest of the year.
Right.
Unfortunately, they're going against a big team tonight.
And of course, we are being streamed or restreamed live in Wilmington, Ohio on WALH FM 106.7 on the dial. So we welcome the WALH FM crowd in listening to Campus Nation. We're also on, obviously, the campusnation.com website. We have been broadcasting 6 games today, 5. This will be the 6th. We broadcast 3 games last night, including that Wilmington game in overtime where Wilmington won. And it will be broadcasting 3 more games tomorrow night, including a game that WALH will carry. And Joe, you'll be back with us tomorrow evening for the East Clinton game, which yes, you will. White Oak against Gamble Montessori, and that game goes on the air at 1. And then we've got Cincinnati Oak Hills and Hilliard Bradley at 3:15. And then rounding out tomorrow night, East Clinton against Fayetteville. And once again, that game will be restreamed over WALH. So, with our friends in the studio, particularly Lee Hindy of WALH, we welcome everyone in our immense audience, not only here, but in Wilmington and all over the globe.
Everybody in the WALH listening, call Lee Hindy and tell them you want a lot of Rick Nelson songs on the radio. Guy had more hits from 57 to 63 than Elvis, and you don't hear him on the radio.
Well, my grandfather's name was Richard, and my name is Richard, and my son's name is Richard, and my grandson's name is Richard. But my grandfather was under the impression that my mother named me after him, but it was Ricky Nelson, actually, because he was a heartthrob back then.
You know Ricky Nelson's real first name is Eric, not Richard.
Well, my real name is Richard.
Eric, and he's named after his mom. Her maiden name was Hilliard, and his middle name is Hilliard.
Well,
Hilliard Nelson.
my formal name is Richard. I was called Ricky when I was younger. Yeah, so
a lot of Richards were young.
Yeah.
You weren't called a Dick when you were younger.
Well, I've been called that many times. And remember, we are over the air on WALH.
Hey, my brother was called Dick when he was in the 50s and 60s, and there was a lot of
All I'm going to admit to is I've been called a lot of things in my lifetime, Joe, because I am 35 years old. And so in my 35 years of existence on this earth, I've been called many things, but never that. It's always been Ricky or Rick or Richard. And usually Richard when I was in big trouble. And particularly Richard Lee when I was in real big trouble.
If you wanted to know someone's middle name, just be around his mom when she got mad at their child, and you would find out his full name real quickly.
That's right.
Richard Lee, what are you doing? I can hear her say that.
Yeah, wait till your father gets home, because he's got the leather belt.
Oh, I heard that so many times. Just wait till your father. You're lucky I'm not going to tell your father about this.
Oh, she always told. I was always in trouble. That leather belt and I were good friends. Maybe not good friends, but
yeah. Acquaintances.
Yes. So, the Golden Bears, as per their name, have black jerseys with gold and white trim. And, of course, Greenfield McClain, the Tigers, a team not unfamiliar to us. And, in fact, you can look at the latest McClain Tigers basketball, which is the first game that the girls played the other night, and they won. McClain in their purple, and they've got actually white jerseys on with purple and gold trim. Snazzy colors. I've always liked McClain's colors.
Well, thank you.
You like that? I don't know. You don't really have...
where's my book? Is that my book?
I've got both the books are right there. I tried to clean up a little and get some of your stuff out of the way, and the food that you left. And
I didn't leave no food.
The containers.
Here, watch. All those cookies you had hidden.
Yeah, well,
no, that was Rick.
Yeah, no, the cookies I never got. I mean, I didn't get any chicken. I didn't get any cookies. I mean, I'm going to have to go to the Golden Arches.
Get the free cookies?
Yeah, free cookies.
You got the starters for us here. Is that them? Sorry, I thought that was the old cheat. Apologize.
Cheat sheet.
I did. I looked over and said, "Oh, that's last game's." I didn't look at it.
So we got about a minute before this game's going to get underway, and we're getting all the lineups.
Prime time prime.
I want to remind everybody that although our audio is live, our video is delayed, and it'll be on demand next week. And thus far, we'll have all the video, unfortunately, other than the Wilmington game.
No, heck, that don't make no sense. I'm sorry. Listen to me talking.
You're going to get Lee fined $5,000.
Heck, I said heck. Who's the other one?
My crew is so used to doing internet-only games that they can get away with all kinds of things.
No, the other ones. 0-0-2, 11-23. Okay, I got 23. Where's 11? 21.
I see 11 out there.
34.
Joe gets the fist bump.
Just got the bump.
Yeah, he gets the bump. We get nothing.
I knew the first three. These guys, I only know the last guy.
Well, this would be like a home game for Greenfield. John Wynn announcing it.
Right, that's right. The voice of Greenfield McClain.
And the Chillicothe Paints. You have it. I just wanted to mark who I had.
That's right. I just want to.
Grab-o-vac. I'd say grab-o-vac. Grab-o-vac.
Sounds like a political campaign.
Grab-o-vac, he said.
We went down to the corner place and grabbed a grab-a-vac. Clean out the car.
You have to sort of think these things through as far so you can remember their name, right?
Yes.
Association, we call it.
All right, Golden Bears are being introduced. The starters are 00 Jordan Bailey, 02 Andy Hummer, 21 Will Grabovac, and Dane Goodwin.
Mr. High State.
Max Mark.
Right, Goodwin is the Ohio State signee. He's already committed.
Yes.
And they're waiting to have it.
And he's only a junior.
And here come the Tigers coming in from McClain. Number 11, Owen O'Connor. Number 12, Brock Dean. Number 14, Jacob Starkey. Number 15, Matt Martin. And number 23, Landry Gray. Oh, I had a nice name for Landry Gray.
Good kid.
That almost sounds like a good cowboy. Landry
Earl
Gray.
Gray's a T.
Yeah, see?
So there you go. All right, you're listening to CampusNation.com, a sports animal, your home for high school and college sports, and also streaming on WALH 106.7 FM in Wilmington, Ohio, and we're ready for tip-off.
That's the nickname of Jack Nicklaus.
The Golden Bear.
The Golden Bear. Got a lot of Jack Nicklauses out there today.
Shooting the night.
Got the tip-off. Ball's up, tipped by McClain. McClain easily wins the tip. They've won something tonight.
There you go.
Matt Martin brings the ball down, hands off to Owen O'Connor. And Jacob Starkey almost loses it. Jacob Starkey has it, over the top.
That's Gray.
Gray.
Back to Starkey.
Starkey dribbling down the lane.
Gray.
Pass the ball around. Dean. That's Martin. Martin has the ball. Dean. And they're just dribbling the ball around right now, filling them out. And I tell you what, this goes to Greenfield. Keep the score down low, the more chance you have.
Yeah.
Don't be in a hurry. Pass around, see if something comes open. Don't force something, and then we shoot a long three. That's off the back of the rim, but we have the rebound. Good rebound by Matt Martin. Goes around to Dean. And he hits. That's a two. Matt Dean made a nice little shot there.
So, McClain draws first blood.
And they're bringing the ball, throwing it around the key. Goodwin over to 0. Bailey scored miss. Rebound.
Barton with the ball.
Tigers Barton's got the ball. Pass it over to Gray, over to Dean. Up down to Starkey, back to Dean. Pass around up top. Oh, knocked away, but Starkey goes and gets the ball. Pass to Gray, pass to Dean. No, that's not Dean, that's Barton.
Gray's got the ball.
Dribbling around. Gray's the one with the Jamaican hair.
Yes. Upper Arlington's pushing them away from the basket.
They are, yeah.
But if they stay patient like they did before, end up getting a bucket. Down there, boys. Down there. Down to the other end.
No mistake.
Oh, nice pass around. Nice little shot again. Oh, runs around and fell out. Nice shot, though. Here they come down the floor. Ooh, they better travel.
Yeah, it looked like a travel.
And, oh, nice rebound.
Gray.
By Gray. Here we go down the floor. Oh, nice spin move. Block from behind. Number 2 leading the ball down the floor. Passes it over to Bailey.
No box out.
Box out with this team.
Yeah.
Andy Hummer, number 2, bringing the ball up top of the key. Pass the ball over to Matt March. March pounces the ball back down underneath to 23 to Goodwin, and he puts it in.
2-2.
That's the Ohio State high knee. Not as tall as I would think he'd be.
6'6".
Is he that tall? Doesn't look that tall from here.
He's thin.
Got some scores here. Wisconsin 14, Penn State nothing. Clemson 14, Virginia Tech nothing. Temple 34 and maybe 10.
So imagine that, Penn State getting beat.
Yeah.
I tell you, Ohio State, I think, would like Penn State to win and go, and then them get pulled in and get a rematch. You know, the team that doesn't want to rematch, the team that won. See, we beat Wisconsin. If they make it in, then we get a rematch against a team that we already barely beat.
Starkey misses the first one.
Starkey shooting foul shots, misses
2 shot, misses the first one.
I think Ohio State will be the only Big Ten team that's in, though.
Well, Washington, which a lot of teams didn't think would be there, they win.
Well, I know Amir doesn't like Washington going in, but Amir, you think they're going to go in, don't you?
Yeah, they're going.
I think they're going to go in now. But if they beat Colorado, they're in.
Who we got?
All right,
Hummer's got the ball. Over Goodwin.
We'll mark Amir down for that.
I really think, I look for, he gets fouled. The alley-oop thrown down to Goodwin underneath. He jumps up, and just as he's catching it, he's fouled and missed the shot.
They should have left it alone. Put Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State, and Michigan, so everybody could quit complaining about that game and let them play. Set their own destiny. Good one up. First one good.
A lot of people thought it might be Michigan might get back in because of so close a game.
Yeah, Michigan has no chance.
Now they don't.
But with Wisconsin beating Penn State, that's going to give them an edge.
Makes them both 4-2. 4:15 in the first.
It's going to come down to who has the most power in the meeting, of the Washington people or the Big Ten people.
Bailey got Bailey on Barton.
Top of the key, throws it off to Gray. Gray down in the corner.
Starkey on the foul.
Starkey gets
hold on. Who did they give it to? 24, Beatty.
Beatty gets the foul. I think he's the one threw the ball away. Usually that's going to go in and get mad and foul. Trying to make up. Never make up.
Goodwin bringing the ball up. Running the 4-low set. Trying to run him off the screen.
Out. Nice, easy three. He's about 4 feet behind the three-point line and just swooshed it. No problem.
7-2. Bailey's all over Barton.
He's going to have trouble getting it up.
Hummer's waiting to jump him. Watch, Hummer's sitting there waiting to jump him.
Starkey was yelling for the ball. They didn't get it into him. Over to Gray on the right side. Gray throws the ball out top of the key to Dean. Dean dribbles around the left side. Stops, looks in. Not there. Throws it outside to Barton. Barton into Starkey. Starkey spin move. Gets the ball knocked away. And the ball hit out of bounds.
Can't dribble in the post making that move when you got a guard in your face.
He got stripped.
That's what I said. You got to watch that crowd dribble when there's a guard around you.
Here comes Gray out getting the rest.
Freshman Miskell checking into the game. Nice shooter.
22 Dalton Miskell in the game. He's throwing the ball in on the out of bounds underneath the basket play.
Step back, step in. It's coming up. Good throw.
And nice turn around by Miskell, puts it in.
7-4.
Put his ball around the top of the key. Back. March has the ball, throws it over. And Bailey from the three-point from the corner.
10-4, 2:41 in the first.
Matt Barton got the ball coming up forward. Does a lot of dribbling in the backcourt. I tell you what, you can get in trouble doing that. Now he takes the ball up.
Gonna stay with McClain.
Ball thrown up, knocked out of bounds. Right in front of the Golden Bears bench. Dean throwing it in. Throws it into Miskell.
Yeah, don't get your mother to get me killed. His name's Miskell.
That's what I just said, isn't it, Miskell?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't sound like something. Oh. You're fine. Every time they go somebody pronounce it Miskell.
Oh no, I'm saying the C, Miskell. Shot from the outside, 3-point shot by Martz. Good. 13-4. Lead is spreading. Greenfield needs to slow the ball down, work it in, and get
smart move. Got to make good one guard Miskell. And he can handle the ball for a freshman big boy too.
Ball pass on Dean to Barton. Barton down to Miskell. Almost lost control. Throws it across to Starkey. Starkey dribbles in, almost loses balance. Throws it out to Barton. Throws it up to Miskell. Ball comes back out to him.
Bailey released. Bailey released. He thought he had it. And he still got it.
Timeout, Greenfield. 135 left.
Throw it up.
All right, we're going to break. We'll send it back to the studio, and Lee, take over.
So you got hold of him?
Yeah. This is CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports.
135 left in first quarter. Greenfield with 4. And the visiting Golden Bears, 15. From Upper Arlington.
And we are back.
Again, 135 left in the first quarter. 15-4. The Golden Bears are leading the Tigers from Greenfield. Miskell bringing the ball up the floor. Miskell, long three, airballed it. What throws guys off here is that blue. There's a blue
line, the red line, college line, high school line.
And you think you're about 6 to 8 inches behind the 3-point line, and you're 6 to 4 inches behind the college blue line, which makes you about 2 feet behind the regular line. In college, the blue line is boys, the red line is girls. They play the high school line for the girls in college.
Do they?
Yeah.
Miskell
don't anymore? They used to. They both play the blue line now? Oh, I'm telling my mirror that I was incorrect. I know they used to, but rules change. And the Golden Bears bring the ball on the floor, and they just threw it away. Coming in the game for Tigers is
Gray and O'Connor. Landry Gray went in too.
Landon Gray came back in the game. Getting the ball back over to Miskell. Bringing the ball up to 4 in case of pressure. He's a little better ball handler.
Justin Whitecomb and Marks in for...
And he takes off travels. Got a little too quick. Got to move the body before you put the ball down. You got to put the ball down before you pick up the feet. And some scores, okay. Wisconsin 14-7 over Penn State. Clemson 14-7 over Virginia Tech. So they're changing those scores.
And Lee is saying, Joe, that they do play Ricky Nelson at WALH.
And not enough.
Not
Graber-Rock with the ball. You're going to try to pull them out, see what they do. Going for the last second.
10 seconds to go.
They're not going to be able to get it, but Bailey's just as much a threat as a three-pointer as Goodwin.
That's true.
And neither one have the ball. A Goodwin shooting top of the key. Off the front of the rim. He wasn't really quite set on that. But he still got off a very good shot on that.
I'd rub him off as a decoy and go to Bailey.
Yeah.
All right, at the end of the first period of play, McClain down 15-4 to the Golden Bears. Rick Phillips with Joe Davis and Travis O'Connor. And we're going to send it back to Lee at WALH.
Well, if we 4 times this, it's going to be 60-16.
Are we on commercial break?
Well, Lee is playing our sponsors.
Okay.
So you can say it now.
Well, remember, we're still on the air with Campus Nation.
Campus Nation, I know.
So all the high schoolers.
Campus Nation people still
That's right. Yeah. The rest of the world is listening to us.
That's right. Hey, what was the Bland game score?
Don't we have it right here?
Did you write it down?
Oh, no.
Jeremy was asking me. I can't remember. Was it by 11? Didn't they get beat by like 11?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Okay.
11, somewhere between 11 and 12. All right, we're back.
Tell
15-4.
Tell Jeremy I found a bunch of pennies in the door of the car. I'm going to keep them for cleaning up fee.
For Tuesday game?
So did you get this car from Jeremy?
I got my car that I'm driving. I got it from Jeremy.
McGraw?
Yeah. It was Sam's car, his wife's.
Oh.
She got a company car, so they decided to sell it.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't say who he sold it to.
Sold it to me. He said he found the suckers, I told you, didn't he? He didn't tell you what sucker he sold it for.
Golden Bears have the ball.
They're taking their time now, pass rounds. First, McClain back in the zone. And I tell you what, when you're setting in the zone and you got a 15-4 deficit, the other team has no reason to attack that zone. Goodwin shoots, and off the front of the rim, he shot another ball about 5 feet outside the college line, and just off the front of the rim.
There you go.
Oh. McClain drives the bucket,
good job,
overshoots. Nice tip up by Starkey. Tried to go back up and dribbled amongst. Oh, good call. Starkey tried to steal the ball back, but the defender tried to back up with the ball.
A dreaded crab dribble around the basket when there's guards.
Good hustle by Starkey.
Good rebound and everything by Owen and Starkey. You can't crab dribble when there's guards around.
Put out to Gray. Gray over to Miskell.
Bailey's getting through. Goodwin's hanging right with Miskell.
Dean with the ball. Looks in. Throws it across court to O'Connor. O'Connor throws it out to Gray. Drives. Stops. Above the foul line. Puts it in. Nice 18-foot jump shot.
15-6. Just under 7 minutes to go in the second.
And they're passing around the ball on the other side. Shot up from the corner, missed by Martz. Here comes Miskell down the floor.
Upper Arlington launching threes, playing right into Greenfield's hands, sitting back in the zone. That's what they want to do.
Shoots from the corner, off the front of the rim. Here they come down quick. Oh, good block. Great block. Goodwin going up, and
he hurt his back. Hurt his back on that one. Good steal, but he got elbowed right in the top of the head. Back in his head.
Barton, you mean?
Yes.
He said hurt his back. I was looking at good.
He held his back at first, and it looked like he got elbowed in the top of the head. when he went through to sweep the ball.
I thought you meant Goodwin hurt his back.
No.
Martin
was hurt.
I couldn't see him through all the players over there.
1-3-1. They're dropping.
Oh, dry drop into Goodwin underneath, and he's fouled.
Starkey picks up his second.
Starkey went in to get the block.
Is that his second or first?
I'll ask the man that knows.
I didn't know if that's his first.
I just heard him announce it.
Okay.
Goodwin
rolls to 2. Wilmington's here, Rick.
Yeah,
they play Greenfield Tuesday night.
They're playing right over there. There's something right over there.
Yeah, I saw Noska. He was sitting back there. He's still sitting back there with his wife. They play Greenfield Tuesday. Greenfield goes up Arlington, Wilmington, Chillicothe Courthouse. First 4 games.
So a nice, easy schedule.
Yeah, but if you can rebound, if you can play through all that, they got a good chance.
Greenfield throwing the ball around. Bisco with the ball at the top on the right side.
Moving on him. Dean, trying to get Dean loose.
Dean went to back Dean to clear out. He's on the right side. Throws it Dean at the top of the key.
Bailey true.
Throws it to Bailey. Yep. Push got a little foul on Goodwin.
I think it was Bailey, but Goodwin got the call.
He smiles.
Slide out! Slide out!
Don't ruin my chances. Mr. Mata believes in me now. Don't be doing anything silly.
Hey! Hey! Right for goal!
5 minutes, 30 seconds, 17-6. Up Arlington. I must say New Albany.
Starkey dribbles around, throws it over to Gray. Gray cross corner.
Ooh, Miskell.
Miskell back in. Oh, so Connor will go through his hands and here
hold it home.
There's Bailey pops up short. Gray with the rebound. Pass out to Miskell. Here comes the Tigers. And again, they need to just slow this down. Gray overshoots from the corner. Here comes, again, down to Goodwin. Full court pass. He throws it up, no good. Number 3 got the rebound underneath, which is Casey Jones. Put in by Bailey.
Goodwin's out right. He's releasing on every shot. He's depending on 34. That less for the rebound. He's releasing.
There goes Miskell bringing the ball down the floor. Yeah, when you... nice alley.
That could have been goaltending. That was going in. If he doesn't touch it, that goes in.
Yeah, that could have been offensive. Yes. And ball goes up.
Looked like that ball was going in.
Called him. He thought he had foul. Casey Jones knocks the ball out. No, he thought he had foul. He just called it out of bounds off him.
I bet you look at that, Rick. That ball was going in if he doesn't touch it.
He jumps up because his hands are over the rim right in front, and he made contact.
Yeah. He knocked it away. The ball looked like it was going in on the...
He went up to tip it in. It was an alley-oop, but...
on the wrong side, over the front instead of the side. 20-6, right out. I just almost fingers right there. Yeah. Ooh, he almost...
Martin. Starkey from the foul line, jumps off. Miskell. Foul from behind, yes. Foul by Max Martz.
Miskell attacked the boards, got a rebound, and Martz let him get away. Martz said he didn't say what schools he's being recruited by, but he's being recruited by a lot as a sophomore.
Right. First one was good. 20-7.
First one by Miskell goes in.
Second one.
High, but comes off my good rebound.
He's pushing.
Throws it down the floor. Oh,
Bailey throws it away.
Picks up, fighting for the ball. Dean had the ball, gets a jump ball.
Greenfield.
And it's going to be Greenfield ball.
Arrows pointing this way.
Yeah, because they got the ball at the quarter break.
Yes. Just under 4 minutes into the second. 20-7.
Got the full court press here. And get it to Miskell.
Miskell can handle it.
Oh, he slipped on the floor.
As I spoke.
Oh, over the back, yes.
That was a foul.
And that's not over the back. It's push from behind.
Push from
Is that what it's
behind.
called
That's
now?
right. Yeah, no, that's what they've called it. We found
Push
that out
from behind.
last year from Joe.
I can get you the rule book. There is no over the back call in basketball.
No more? Or never was?
Never was.
Wow.
Joe Davis, Travis
Push
O'Connor,
from
Rick
behind.
Phillips, CampusNation.com and WALH tonight's game. Greenfield McClain and Upper
David's got
Arlington.
pressure on him. Picked the ball up. Too far away from the basket. Be picking the ball up.
Dean, 3-point shot over.
Rebound, good one. Leading the break.
Again, everybody shooting from
Bailey leaks out to the left. He don't see him. One more pass. Stood up on the defense.
Pass into 32. Goodwin follows it up and Pat touches it in.
You can't stand up and play defense. They stood up.
They did.
They slid over to help, but stood up.
Pass out to the top of the key to Beatty. Beatty over to Miskell. Miskell throws
Good
it in.
pass.
Starkey puts it in. Nice ball movement. Nice ball movement.
Need more of that.
22-9, under 3 minutes.
You got to play hard defense, and then on the offensive side,
Goodwin's too far away from the basket. That's probably where he'll play in college, but he's too far away from the basket for high school for me. If I'm big, I want him clear on the perimeter. If I'm on defense, I want him clear on the perimeter.
I'm not even sure that was a good cover. You threw the ball off the guy's leg. Throwing it off the leg is not kick. He has to kick the ball.
Yeah.
He didn't kick it. The guy just turned
I've asked you guys that question for years. Why is it a kickball when it goes off his shin? You always want to say kickball.
the guy's leg had to move. If he didn't kick it, it's not a kicked ball.
Joe doesn't call it that.
I do not.
Joe calls it a push from behind.
Push from behind.
Good push.
Push.
Now they've got him down around the block. Are they looking for that double screen alley-oop again? He's screening for... They're trying to run him both ways.
He's
they caught him. Good screen. They shot the ball shooter around the double screen, and he slipped.
I see a lot of guys slipping on this floor tonight, too.
Upper Arlington 24, Greenfield
Martin
McClain
bringing the ball down
9.
the floor. Martin bringing the ball down the floor under high
Hummer's guarding him.
Dean got the ball. Throw back out to Starkey at the top. Starkey hands back off to Barton.
Hummer's got him. They're guarding everybody strong. Looking for a backdoor cut. Nobody's moving.
Connor's got the ball. Hand off to Gray.
Who's
throws it over to Starkey. He's driving. And nice touch hook.
24-11.
A half hook driving down the bucket. 11-24, down 13 with 1:43 left till halftime. Todd McClain, my goal right now is to get it to under 10 by halftime, and then just play good defense. Don't try to catch up now. Keep it down, and then in play inch, get it back.
Right.
Don't try to. You
Well,
can't.
we saw that in the last game.
There is no 13-point shot, so you're not going to shoot one shot to make it. Yeah, in the last game they were down 9-10 points, and then boom, just kept inching back, and got in the game.
Russian coming in for Jones for Upper Arlington.
I didn't know they had that guy from Russia on the floor.
Yeah. Rush. From the Ukraine. Good movement.
Nice movement from the Golden Bears. Turn it around.
High-low. They're playing them high-low in this 2-3.
Justin Woodcomb turned around just inside the foul line on the elbow and puts it in. Pass the ball around. Dean has the ball. Throws up the top to O'Connor. O'Connor throws it back over to Dean.
It was tipped.
Got to stay with McClain.
Ball being passed, brought in right in front of the Golden Bears. O'Connor coming out.
Beatty went in.
Beatty went in the game. Dean throwing the ball in. Throws it into Barton, top of the key. Back down to Dean on the right wing. Starkey top. Oh, Nate, that was not toss. That was just bad throw. I think the offensive player didn't.
We're under a minute. 26-11 to 11. Under a minute to a half.
If we could have scored a bucket right there,
made it interesting.
Would have made it interesting in the second half.
They can't go in down 15.
We're down 15. Yeah,
they got to get a steal.
Oh, that could be technical.
There was somebody under. Yeah.
I'm just saying could be because he grabbed the rim without making a bucket.
Now, between me and you, do we give these star players extra good room?
I do not call technical on that play. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying.
No,
star
no.
players, I've seen star players get extra.
I know they do, and that's just
Call the ball. Not saying he did, but I'm just saying
this way. There was probably talk before this game started in that locker room. The guy said, "Hey, this guy's going to ask him, let's not put him out of the game."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
On something stupid.
It's human. They're going to walk it down for a last 30 seconds.
What they're saying is, we're not going to give you special treatment, but they're saying don't put him out of the game on something stupid. Yeah.
That's Arlington's holding the ball. Under 20 seconds.
18, 17, 16, 15.
Russian Hummer has the ball up top.
Passes it over.
They're moving around Goodwin. Are they going to use Goodwin as a decoy? They're going to use Goodwin as a decoy? Oh, mercy.
Well, Goodwin got fouled going in. He went right down the lane, got the ball, put it up with nice body control as he got fouled, put it in.
He moves well without the ball.
He does.
And that
sets himself in position. Puts himself in position without the ball.
He's like a quarterback. Yeah. He's pointing, telling guys where to go for the screen. We'll go here.
That's hard. You can't teach that either.
No.
Greenfield's putting themselves in the right spot. Just he reads well. You cannot teach that. No. Kids got to naturally want to do that.
Nice shot. Nice roll back on that. Puts it in. 11:29 with 3 seconds. Oh, a bad shot. Martin goes down and just heaves the ball up rather than looking for someone for an open shot there.
29-11.
18 points down.
Look at stats.
Dave, pick up stats.
We are at the half, 29-11. McClain down to Upper Arlington. This is CampusNation.com, the sports animal.
Right there.
Your home for high school and college sports with Joe Davis, Travis O'Connor, and yours truly, Rick Phillips. We're going to turn it back to the studio and Lee Handy. Lee, take her away.
Brady, there's stats right there.
The winning number is 4197.
What did he leave?
Thank you. All right, here's our hats for halftime.
You're better at it than me.
I'm not that great at it. I know you are. McClain had halftime. Rebounds for McClain. O'Connor got 1 offensive, 1 total. Brock Dean, 1 defensive, 1 total. Starkey, 1 defensive, only 1. Matt Barton, 2 offensive rebounds. Landry Gray, 3 defensive rebounds. Dalton Miskell, 1 each for 2 total. Jay Beatty, none, and the team had, well, it says 3, that's wrong. 3 points for halftime for McClain. Connor has none. Brock Dean, 2. Jacob Starkey, 4. Matt Martin, 0. Landry Gray, 2. Dalton Miskell, 3. And Jay Beatty, none. So the 11 points is all they have, and you can see there's no really clear team leader right there taking charge and getting some scores up. Well, on the other hand, you've got Upper Arlington. Total points, 8 Bailey, 0 Hammer, 0 Rabbitback, 16 by Dane Goodwin going to high state. Matt Martz, 3, and then final one was Justin Whitcomb with 2. So again, they've only got 1 guy with 8 and then 1 guy with 16. You know, take away the 16, but he's not going to take away that 16.
No, you're not. He's not being recruited to a Division I top school for no reason.
Right.
And again, like I said, this is the first I'd seen of him. And the good thing about him is he finds the open spots in the floor and he reads it.
Good thing about both teams the first half, don't know if it's just they're letting them play or just when or the good defense, but 4 personal fouls on Upper Arlington. Yeah. 4 personal fouls.
Is that what it was? 4 and 4?
Just 4 and 4.
They're letting them play.
And Beatty has 2. Landry Gray 1 and Starkey 1. On the other hand, you got Casey Jones 1, Matt March 2, Goodwin with just the 1. So nobody in real deep foul trouble.
No.
So both teams, are looking good.
And this is the primetime game, so over there. This is the primetime game, so not saying they're going to let them away with it, but they're going to let them play.
Right.
This is where everybody come to see.
When you got a 29,
come to watch them all, but they come to watch this one being the prime time.
and here's what happens: when you got a 29-11 game at halftime, and these referees are watching, they know what's going on. They're not going to call ticky-tack on Greenfield when they're getting beat, and therefore they're not going to turn around and call a bunch on the other team
to bring it back.
So they're just going to leave it like it play. They're just going to let them play.
This guy right here said you can
They're going to try to call enough to keep it under control.
Yeah.
And again, you just see a lot of pushing.
In 6 minutes, both guys, Upper Arlington, keep doing what we're doing. Greenfield's got to make an adjustment. Second half going in, if I'm Upper Arlington, I go, they stay in that 2-3, push it around the perimeter, you get a good backdoor cut. Somebody's falling asleep.
Well, see, and early in the game, when they got the first basket, they scored 4 points. Then they didn't score for what they needed to do, literally. And if it took them 3-4 minutes to shoot, let it be. You can't get too eager to shoot when the score is going to get like this.
Yeah.
You keep the score. I'm not saying ball. I'm not saying go to a stall type thing. I'm just saying be very patient.
You just
on
sit
your
out there
offense
and you
run it, and you wait till
because the kids are human. Somebody, whether it's offensive or defensive, is going to break down.
And I tell you what.
Now,
most times if you run your play and run your play and run your play, the defense gets impatient.
Well,
they try to do something they shouldn't do.
We saw what happened the last game. The Royals come out on Lakota. Greenfield, do you come out man-to-man and pressure? What's the worst it could do? Go down more?
That's my point.
You're down 18, come out pressure.
And I say that on girls basketball.
Yeah.
You'll see a good team playing a bad team, and the good team's pressuring.
Yeah.
Pressure them back.
There's more scores.
Here we go, scores. Basketball, no score there much. Here we go, football. Wisconsin up to lead 21-7 over Penn State.
Imagine that.
And Clemson is also up their score 21-7 over Virginia Tech. So
we didn't say Joe was the smartest of the bunch.
I just looked up here and said basketball right up there. I thought you would give me a basketball score too.
I'm
not sure that works.
Can you give me a water?
Get it right there. We'll get another one. All right, you want anything up there? You want anything? There's no cookies left, man.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because they cleaned all the food and everything's gone. All left is the water and pop. They took all the cookers and everything. I gotta go buy you a candy bar.
Yeah, the cookers. They took the cookers.
The warmers.
And the shakers. The shakers and the cookers.
Here we go.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
And I've been here for all 6 games.
You mean M&M peanuts?
Oh, wow.
You did what?
And
I don't know what they are.
And if they're $1.50, you got to pay the other 50 cents.
I know. I'll take care of my partner.
There you go. There you go.
I don't know what they are. I'm cheap.
There isn't anybody connected with Campus Station that isn't tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm fine. I'll take my water and.
McDonald's, we'll get our $2 back from
That's right. So yeah, if McDonald's is open, I don't even know what's going to be open.
Because of how late we get out of here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is Saturday night, so they should be open till midnight.
Yeah.
The drive-thru may be even.
You talking about right down here or what?
Well, either one. It doesn't matter. I mean, this one down here does a great business here in Hillsborough. They're always busy.
Well, what else is around here? I mean.
Well, that's true. Yeah. I just would love to have, a Tim Hortons in Wilmington, because then I would be in seventh heaven. Yeah. Oh yeah. Me and Tim Hortons, we're like brothers.
I didn't see it. Was that third quarter or was that finals on those scores? I looked for third. Was that third quarter or finals? Third quarter.
Third quarter. So tell us what happened today at Wilmington College with their basketball program. We had a girls and a guys basketball club.
The girls were home, beat Mount Union 76-56. Mackenzie Campbell, Brittany Jefferson combined for 41 of the 76. Wilmington is going to be as good as those two. Obviously, you're going to have to get some contributions from everybody up and down the lineup, but if one of those two don't have a good game, Wilmington won't win the big ones.
Right.
The other guys can be one guy up this week, one guy up next week, but those guys have to be on all the time.
If we're going to win the big games against opponents like Wednesday's game against unbeaten Ohio Northern, who's 6-0, ranked 18th in the country, those two girls are going to have to play up to their potential. Then we have to get contributions throughout. And we did that today. We're up 17 at the half. Mount Union cuts it to 10. Mary Moyer's on the bench with 3 fouls. Brittany Jefferson's on the bench with 3 fouls. Ashley Andraka gets a 3-point play, hits a 3-pointer. Next thing you know, we're up 18. Mount Union's calling a timeout, and it's a breeze from there. So Ashley made the plays today. Savannah Hooper hit some 3-pointers today.
Savannah's really come on.
Right, Savannah is a shooter. She can score. We missed her last year when she got hurt in this game 6.
Yeah, it was early.
So it was real early. She rehabbed and she's back. So she hit 3 3-pointers today. Hit 3 of our 7. So those are the contributions up and down the lineup that this team is going to need to be successful. We weren't picked to finish 3rd in the OVHC without reason. I mean, this team is deep. They're loaded. You got 4 seniors. It's experienced team. They've been through the wars. Now they just have to put it all together and play well.
And Jerry's known for playing everybody. He's not going to just play 6 girls.
Hey, Dr. J has a national championship for a reason.
That's right. Yeah.
He is going to be. I mean, he's going to get that team to play.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, they can avoid the injury bug that seemingly has hit them the last couple of years. Like last year, Ashley missed the whole year with an injury. Obviously, we're missing Ellie with an injury this year, but that team is going to be good. And the men's team, 84-79.
That's not anything to be ashamed of. That was great.
I mean, it was 80. It was tied up at 60. It was tied at 70. So down the stretch, and they had an early 7-point lead and never really trailed by more than 6 points. So the game was really a play within a 12-point cushion. A 6-point Wilmington lead, a 6-point Mount Union lead, and when you're on the road, a team that has really one senior that doesn't play, sometimes that experience or lack thereof experience shows a little bit, and that's probably what happened today. But the men to be at home against Mount Union on Wednesday at 7:30, you'll probably hear here on Campus Nation. That's right. And get the video at WilmingtonQuakers.com. So, but we're about to start this game. Upper Arlington's 29-11.
Pretty nice team.
Upper Arlington's going to get the ball first.
Samir.
Yes, sir.
Not having any jump balls. Everything just worked. Golden Bears have the ball and
See it start.
ow. Oh, nice steal.
Don't choke on any peanuts, Joe.
I'm not doing the Heimlich. I'll do the Heimlich. I'll do Heimlich. Rick can do mouth to mouth.
No.
Rick can do the breast. I'll do the.
Joe's got those dentures. I don't want to.
She can come in up on that part. Pass the ball around. Good defense, keeping them out. Goodwin trying to break in, couldn't. Oh, nice throw inside. Kicks the ball back out, rims around.
Bailey got the rebound.
But tossed it in the creek. Oh, stole it.
Got a trip there.
Going to call a foul, I think, on Bailey.
Yeah. From behind.
Take care of it. See it. Hey, Goose.
And they pat each other, so obviously no ill feelings there.
This one of our coaches in the stands, I keep hearing.
Where?
I don't know, somebody behind me.
Yeah, it is someone that's from Upper Arlington, I think, that's very vocal.
Martin bring the ball down the floor. Stops. Oh! Starkey saved him there. Went out and got the ball. Dean shoots from the right side, undershoots. Hits the rim, comes down. Here comes Bailey bringing the ball down the floor. Goes out to March. March back out.
Extending the floor way out. Good money. Ooh, they missed it.
Oh, good March.
Did you say about letting them play?
Boy, I tell you
They
what,
are letting them play.
My
Well,
nephew.
if the guy grabs the rebound and falls to the floor, it's supposed to be automatic travel. He grabbed the rebound, went down straight to the floor, no call.
Yeah.
They're just not calling anything.
We'll let them bring themselves out of it.
Dean with the ball. Dribbling around, takes the ball to the top of the key, throws it over to Gray. Gray throws it down to Barton. Barton looking in. Nobody there. Looks around, throws it over to the other side to O'Connor. O'Connor there was left hand dribble. Good one for defense. Just didn't let him have anywhere to go. Threw the ball up.
Gets one chance.
Oh, Gray went for the steal, didn't get a good one driving in. Sets up for a nice 6-foot jump shot, puts it in, money. Here comes Barton, bringing the ball down the floor, being guarded by Bailey.
20-point lead.
Ooh.
Picked his dribble up, not even across half court.
And throws it away. No reason to pick it up other than they panic.
Gonna have a timeout here.
Greenfield McClain calls timeout. 5:41 left in the third quarter, 11:31 down 20.
CampusNation.com, the Sports Emerald will send it back to the studio.
2.5 minutes and only scored 2 points. No. Hold on, let me get this up. (31-11), 5:41 left in the third quarter. One foul call. Could have been a few. But again, like we talked, you don't want to be the one to set the game. Let them be their own. I mean, you got to control some of it with fouls, but don't go crazy.
No, and I think...
And there's nothing been anything out of hand.
I don't think there's anything... I don't think the non-calls have been bad non-calls.
No.
There's been good non-calls.
Yeah.
You do not want to overcall a ball game.
No.
March got the ball, throws it over to Hummer. Hummer down the corner.
They got
Grab
to
it
wait.
back.
They're in a 1-2-2. Spread
Grab it
very
back
well.
to Bailey.
Good
Good one at the top of the key. Throws it down in the corner.
Miss.
To
Rebound,
March.
Gray.
Here comes
Miskell bringing the ball up.
With a C.
Yes, sir.
which we've all been calling the whole night.
Right, Esther. I got him right, honey.
Block. Trying to go in with a tight defense, but if you're going with a tight defense,
Hummer was a blocking foul.
you're not going to get an offensive call there unless somebody really extends the arm or throws the shoulder down early like in the last game. So if there's contact to go down, it's going to be called on the defense.
Rob Starkey looking for Miskell coming back in off a curl. They missed him.
Barton driving down the right side. Oh, a little body contact, no call.
Rebound by
Hummer. Hummer bringing the ball down the floor.
Bailey trailing. Goodwin trailing. Bailey goes up.
Oh, shot a floater from the right side. And
was there a rainbow at the end of that trail?
I tell you.
Pot of gold.
Pot of gold at the end.
Pot of gold.
Here comes Miskell bringing the ball down. Uh-oh. Lost control of the ball. Oh, somebody kicked it unintentionally. Hummer, top of the key to Goodwin. Looks over to Bailey. Drive in the middle of the lane. Shoots it in. The 21. Grab it back.
Rolls it in.
35-11. Oh, stolen from...
Don't foul.
Don't foul. He didn't. Miskell did a good job. In fact, he made the other guys really a bad shot. He just sort of threw it up and then went in. He was afraid he was going to get a block.
Back to Barton, bringing it up with Bailey on him. Over to Miskell.
Dean has the ball, turned around, throwing it in the corner to Barton. Barton shoots a three from the corner. Sweet!
Good shot.
That was nice.
14-37, 3:23 left in the third quarter.
Barton hits that three.
Hummer got the ball top of the key.
First one
Goes over to Bailey. Back up to March. March down the good one. Good one looks. Nothing
He's
there.
waiting on somebody to move, but nobody's moving for him.
That's how you can tell a
Up
guy.
there, Jensen.
That's how you can tell a guy, is good because when he's got 4 guys that are not going to Ohio State, and he can
Work the
Nice pass.
Oh, I missed it. Start to get a rebound.
Nice rebound into Barton. Barton coming down the floor. Oh, looks in. Greg, nice shot, pass.
Oh, Greg.
Nice pass and shot. Greg makes it 16-37.
Hummer walking the ball down. Still in that 1-2-2.
Beatty getting ready to come back in the game. Come back in. I didn't see their numbers. Both teams have 2 players coming in. Little floater shot, missed.
That's 2 he's missed.
Here comes Barton coming down the floor again. Well, after Barton made that one shot, it made him more effective to come down the next time. When they come out on him, then he
Backed off of him.
Yeah.
And then come up
You
on the
make
back.
1 or 2 of those shots, and then, it makes it more effective, too. Misko looking around. Go, good move. Goes down the lane, foul by Bailey.
We take to the hole by Misko.
This boy's a freshman.
Yes, sir.
This boy's going to be good, 3-4 years.
His brother just graduated last year.
He's got nice size to him. He's got good control. He went left hand there, went over the left hand. He had going to the basket, and they had to foul him, or he's got a layup.
Yeah. Nice ball player. Nice kid, good ball player.
Missed the first of the 2 shots on the foul. Yeah, if he's this good as a freshman, he's just going to get better if he works at it.
He played with all Ohio Red, and they wanted him not to play football. He played football for Greenfield, and they wanted him not to play, go to all the national tournaments during the fall. Mom told him you're going to be a 2 or 3 sport player.
I like that. I like letting kids be kids a little bit, you know.
Well, colleges are recruiting kids that are 2-sport athletes. They don't want that 1-sport athlete.
They don't. And the 1-sport athlete usually comes in, when they get them in college,
They're burnt out.
They're burnt out, and they also are the ones that are on the bench with an injury.
Yeah, because everything's been stretched.
Pound. Yeah, you're just using your muscles in one area all the time.
Up Arlington
You play
extending
a
the
2 or
pressure
3
up.
sport.
Jensen off in the game.
Barton shoots another one from the corner right side. Air balls it underneath.
They're letting them play.
Going to stay with Greenfield.
Lady did, but
and,
the other team took it out of bounds.
Grabovac both went after the ball. Grabovac knocked it out.
Barton take one to throw the ball in. Throws it in.
Trying to get it into Misko. Got it into Beatty. Misko. Now to Knopf.
Good Knopf or Nath?
Knopf.
Okay.
Jensen Knopf.
Just go by the spelling.
Yeah. It's off Misko's leg.
Misko's leg. He's done that quite. He tries to,
Tries to be too much with it.
Yeah.
That's a freshman that's been playing at a higher level, trying to make an impact right away instead of just playing ball.
Right.
Just play ball. You're already a great player. Just play ball.
Here comes O'Connor in. O'Connor coming in for Gray.
37-17, almost under a minute 20 to go in the third.
Well, right now they played a good third quarter because they've not lost any points.
It's still 20. But it's time. You got to turn it up.
Got to make your move.
Yeah, you can't wait till the fourth to make it. No. Just like we had with the Royals, they made the move midway through the third.
That's right.
And gradually each minute took it into it.
It was about 4:55 left in the third quarter when they made their move.
Good shot.
Nice shot.
Missed. Who got the foul?
It's going to be underneath against, I think it's number 20. Yep.
Was it on Bergdahl?
Jason Bergdahl. Jackson Bergdahl.
53.9 seconds remaining in this third quarter play.
See if they can
save it out.
Barton getting pressured, brings the ball up the floor, gets it off to Knopf. Over to Misko, drives down the left side, getting stopped, turns, makes a shot. Takes it. Nice shot.
He just lets it happen. He's a nice ball player.
That was just an instinct shot there. That's all that was.
Nice jumper. His form's improved 150% in the last 9 months.
Good. Okay, they're going to go down to one shot. 20 seconds. Goodwin's got the ball, holding it on his hip at the top of the key.
They're going to set him up for that screen again. They're going for that screen again.
Let's see how
Sugar in the corner and
there he goes underneath. He's underneath. Oh, good pressure.
5 seconds.
Trying to throw it into him, and he has to come out to get it. He's trying to shoot it. He shoots a very poor shot that almost makes it.
Greenfield gets advantage. They're only down 18 now. They outplay him in that quarter to get up 2.
So to that quarter, if nothing else, even if you don't win the game, win this quarter.
Right, 37-19 we're going into the fourth period of play. This is CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. And we'll send it back to the studios at WALH. Take it away, Lee.
A lot of coaches will say, I don't take a, what do you call it, victory. If you lose, moral victory. We lost, but I think right now Greenfield has to be happy when you're playing this type of team. If they can win this quarter, they can come out with a little moral victories in the third and fourth quarter. It's something to build on playing the lesser teams.
Absolutely.
With the schedule they've got the next 3 games after this one, even if they don't win the game, they need to come and make a statement right now in the fourth quarter.
I think if they can make a statement here a little bit, they can then say to Wilmington, Chillicothe, I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah. You're not going to step on me and put me down.
This team, if we can play halfway decent with this team, then we can take care of you too.
Yeah. Come out. You go all out to try to win this, but you make a statement in the quarter. If you don't, then because you're up 20 don't mean we're giving up.
Greenfield's got the ball again. No jump balls this entire game. It's always been just
side out.
Quarter break, side out.
Yeah.
So Greenfield gets a side out here.
4 fouls called against Upper Arlington, 0 on Greenfield. They're letting them play. Knopf got the ball.
Passing it around. Miss go to Barton. He gets him to
Foul
go
on
under the
Goodwin.
ball. Going to be a foul on Goodwin?
Yeah, Starkey was, Beatty posted him up, and they were getting a little physical trying to get around.
Those are the things when you're playing AAU that they let go.
Yeah.
Oh.
This ball went up. He got touched it before he got it stable. Good effort. He tried.
You never mind a hustle.
No. A hustle mistake you got to accept.
Yeah. And you don't want a dumb hustle.
No.
But smart hustle, just hustling, and that's all that was. Just came in and hustle.
Travel.
Got a 3-second call.
Which one? Number 21?
Yeah, I believe so. Either him or Bailey.
Grabovak.
21. Grabovak.
Hey, Kentucky! Go get it, Jim! Go get it, Jim! Kentucky!
Nice pass in the Starkey. That looks like he got fouled as he tried to go for that one. And they didn't get the ball, but they get the ball out of bounds. But he was going right in. And when you see a guy going in that's good, and all of a sudden shooting a terrible shot, usually his arms grab.
Yeah. Goodwin had a chance at that rebound, didn't get it.
Ooh, two Greenfield boys go together for the ball, and Knopf and
Miskell. Still right under 7 minutes in the fourth.
Humber got the ball dribbling around, looking underneath. Got a good one. White. Goes up. Nice. Looks like nice block. Going to get a
Looks like a good block from here.
Of all the no calls they do all game, and then they call.
But again, what did I say earlier about the player getting the call? The player does get the call. They can say it don't, but there's times like that. You don't let your player look bad by a block, especially your prime time. Starkey made a good move on that. Should have been a block with it. See, Bailey didn't get that call.
No.
Same call, and Bailey didn't get it.
Exactly.
I look more of a foul there than I did before. Miskell gets fouled by number 21, Rababack.
19-point lead.
Whatever he threw away shouldn't have been on the floor in the first place.
I think it was.
That's 16 foul. Next one, Greenfield shooting bonus the rest of the game.
Right. Well, they've lost 1 point in this quarter, so they've not played bad. Nice little shot, a little slow. Here they come. Hummer's got the ball hustling up the floor. Throws it up the corner to Bailey. And off the rim and knocked loose. There it goes. Starkey picks it up. And oh my gosh, what a move.
That was Beatty.
Beatty, excuse me. Beatty. I'm sorry. It was Beatty. Not Starkey. Beatty. 24, not 14. And there's the throwing the ball around, throw it out to the inside, out to Bailey, driving the lane, flips it off, shot up, bank, and Goodwin comes over the back, no call. Like you said, Goodwin comes in and just, and Hummer throwing the ball in. Oh, nice move by Bailey. Throws it up and off the rim. Picked up by Knanoff. Oh, knocked away. Bailey did a good job getting his hands on that ball. 21-38. Going down 17. Barton with the ball, going around Beatty. Dribbling around, throws it down the middle. Shoots up a 3 from the corner, no good. Oh, nice hustle by Beatty. Throws it in, no call again. Oh, a lot of steals here, back and forth, and another steal by Barton.
Sloppy both ways.
Just
sloppy.
Got a 3-pointer, foul, yes, he can make a 4-point play here.
Fouled him.
Barton, I thought he got fouled. I didn't hear a whistle, but they did call it. Martin goes up for the 3. I saw his arm move, and I thought, they're just not going to call that.
I didn't see it.
And, as he went up, boom, and, yep, he got fouled.
I was watching to see if it went. I didn't see him.
But I didn't think they were going to call it. And Barton he can make a 4-point play here. And gets the roll, but it rolls off to the right. No shot. Here they come. Here's Humner with the ball, throwing down the lane to Bailey. Bailey's got the ball, driving for the lane, and makes a bucket.
Makes it back.
40-24, down 16. But had got up to 14, which again, they were winning the fourth quarter. They're showing hustle. They're not giving up. That's what you want in this team right now.
McClain's looking good.
Throwing in to Starkey. And a steal. Goodwin's coming down with the ball, and Beatty just sort of threw his shoulder.
I was wrong. Good hustle. Yeah. Coach knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Jay wasn't mean hurting. It was just a little
bump with the shoulder.
Little bit of human youth.
Oh, we got a timeout?
Referees are calling a timeout. Sending the teams to benches.
It will be an intentional or not. Intentional foul. Yeah, that's what it was about. Sending the bench, calling him. And it wasn't. I know, Jay. He wasn't going to hurt him.
No, but the intent was to foul. That's what's not the intent to hurt. The intent, he did it just to foul.
Yeah.
He didn't reach for it. You got to call that, and that's a good call. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm rooting for Greenfield in this game, and that game.
They're playing hard.
All right, so this is going to result in Upper Arlington also having the ball.
Right, they'll get the ball underneath the basket.
Could be a 4-point swing. They'll take it back to 20 again. It'll kill the momentum.
It'll be a 5.
Huh?
He makes a 3.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Common Core math, you know.
I thought we was doing away with that.
Back to
now
8.
That's what Trump said. He was doing away with Common Core.
Well, he's not president yet.
I know. They're still trying to vote him out.
And we're back to a 20-point game.
Back to 20.
Had it down to 14, and now back to 20. Bring the ball up the floor. Here goes Knopf, bringing the ball up. Dribbling around the top of the key, throws over to Barton. Barton down to Dean. Dean to the top of the key to Starkey. Starkey looks to Gray, throws it into Gray. Gray holding the ball at the wing, throws it across court to Barton. Barton shoots another three, and in and out.
Under 4 minutes, 44-24 in the fourth. Good one going on. Now they're afraid to go around him.
Yeah.
They've done made him nervous to go after him now for calling that.
Well, they didn't get the call here, then he go down there and he does it and gets a call.
Yeah.
Basically, no
well,
call.
he walked right through the middle there. Nobody went after him.
The play before when he got the foul. It was a good block and nothing, and they called a foul. So it's like,
and again, like I said, knowing Jay, he didn't go. It wasn't intentional. I know what you said. No, I understand what you said.
All right, we got a timeout here. McClain calling timeout with 3:44 remaining in the game. 46-24. We'll be back.
They're sort of huddling, and what they're saying here is we got to make sure this game doesn't get out of hand.
Yeah, nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, we already had this bump. Let's make sure it doesn't escalate or get any worse. Let's keep it under control. Yeah. You might see more fouls called now.
Greenfield's in the bonus. But like I said, he went through the lane that time. Everybody just
they're afraid to get around him.
I'm not going to touch him now because they're going to call foul. Or was it? It was blank.
What do we got there? Wisconsin 28, Penn State 14, Clemson 21, Virginia Tech 14.
You afraid to give me the scores now, Amir? Well, you had the basketball score down in the middle of the screen. Oh, that's a poor Bailey pass. He's going to go in, and no call there. Let him
high off the glass. Mister went to contest it. He got it high off the glass. Bailey did.
Barton throwing back around Gray. Gray down to Dean in the left side, left wing, back up top of the key to Starkey. Starkey looking around. Then you got your big man out top of him. You get Starkey the ball underneath.
Again, back to the previous game where you had Cox and Coleman, how you pronounce it, out on the perimeter.
Oh, nice open, but Goodwin too athletic to let that one get by.
Looking good, way out of whack. If they let him score again here, it could be good defense.
Good defense from driving. Yes, Goodwin tried to drive, stopped him from driving. Good. Oh, Starkey went up the block. And three-point shot by Rababack.
51-24, 2 minutes under 2:30.
We're up to 27-point lead, so now we're losing the fourth quarter by 7. Well, we bore down by 14.
Well, they actually lost it by... They're going down to 18 going into the fourth.
Right.
So what do we got, timeout?
Player exchange.
Ball went out.
Sass went in. Still got Bailey.
Sammy Sass, number 4, coming in the game.
Nate's in the game, number 42.
And number 10 coming from Greenfield McClain, Dakota Duncan. That's a nice name, Dakota Duncan.
Yeah.
And here comes Knopf back in. Knopf coming in for Barton.
I think he's trying to bring in some of the other players.
Yep.
To get him into because of the situation being played on this floor.
You'll probably see the other team going into more of a slowdown.
Yeah.
Justin Osborne, he's letting them get a little applause for
bringing the bench players in when he took out. Whenever Arlington took his out and retreated.
Right. And that's who should take theirs out first. Should be the team ahead. Should take theirs out and then
letting these kids may not have had the chance to be on the floor besides to warm up and sit on the bleachers. Let them get a chance to play. Good by both coaches. Let those boys play. We're under 2 minutes, 51-24.
And threw it away.
Yeah, turnover up Arlington.
Casey Jones saw somebody underneath. They didn't see him. Ball goes out of bounds. Here they come up the floor. Got a lot of new names here. Disco's still in. Knopf is still in. And those are people that we've had earlier.
That's Duncan.
Duncan's got the ball. Duncan driving the corner, gives the Miskell, who dribbles behind his back door in the corner, shoots a shot, over, and ball goes free. Here comes
you guys get it.
Yeah. Oh, the Miskell gets the rebound and grabbed, so they're going to call a foul on 32, which is Justin Whitcomb. And when did we go to two hands? It's supposed to be 32. Do I have to give these guys
some lessons?
We do not use two hands in boys basketball.
I thought you did
high school.
I thought you trained that course.
I don't train these guys. I train my guys.
Are they out of the Cincinnati district?
Went to refereeing school 50 years ago.
Yeah. I teach the class now, and I tell you what, you do not do
shot by
this.
Miskell.
That's college girls.
Shot by Miskell.
I like it, but you're not supposed to do it.
Yeah. Second one by Miskell up.
Miskell hustle, trying to steal.
Jones had the rebound.
There he goes in for a quick number 4.
Second
Sammy Sass in for, just grabbed it, went straight to the bucket.
He set up 53-25.
28-point lead. We've lost the fourth quarter by 10 points now.
Under a minute 10.
We were ahead by 4 points in the fourth quarter, and now we're down.
Had it within 14, and a couple of buckets sent the swing the other way.
Oh, nice basket for Casey Jones there. Went down, threw the ball down the floor. He grabbed it right underneath the basket. Looks like he's going out of bounds. Stopped and put it up. Oh, that's
the ball.
Again, that was unintentional.
Yeah, I know. But I think he slowed it down. They were going to fast break. There's no sense adding more misery to the paint.
Oh, I agree. But again, that was no
intentional.
No, it wasn't no intentional kick. But I think he just did it because, hey, look, you fast break the last 3 times. You know you're going to score, but you don't do that. I know these boys want to score, walk it down. You run a play and you score a point. You score off a run set play.
Number 1 fouled. Is that Knopf?
Knopf shooting.
And he misses.
Miskell rebound.
Oh, Miskell went up and he got fouled, so now he's going to shoot.
By 42, Nate.
And I think this puts him in the double bonus, so he's going to get 2 shots.
Tied by Nate. Number 42 is all I know.
Nate Hellstead. How's that?
That'll work.
Got to sit fast.
Miskell makes the first one.
You missed again on your almost stolen by Knopf. Ball comes on the floor. We got 27 seconds. See if they're going to go for one last shot or they're going to play ball. Get your these guys in. Usually they're not going to hold the ball for one. They're going to
travel. Called him on the stutter. Oh, he called a foul.
Call an illegal screen.
Who was it? Oh, big man? 50. Jackson West. These guys are young too at Arlington. Now we got 3 seniors.
Oh, nice shot by Knopf, 3-pointer. Outside the blue line, and that's the game. 29-55.
So, what's 55-29, and crowd almost being taken out of this, or at least the scorer's bench.
Benny, ball through to Benny.
Yeah, so, great game. Greenfield had its ups and its downs, but obviously it's
made a good run there towards the fourth.
And they're going to be going into the league.
They didn't stop hustling.
That's right. That's what you're looking for. So
all right, we got final
statistics.
Go for McClain first. Go points for the game. Rockdean got 2. Jacob Starkey 4. Matt Martin 6. Landry Gray 4. Jensen Knopf 3. That last 3-pointer.
Want this?
Mark Dalton Miskell 8.
Stats.
Jay Beatty, 2 for a total of 29.
Get mine.
Up on the top, Jordan Bailey, 16. Grabovac, 7. Dane Goodwin, 23. Matched his number.
Yeah.
Max Martz, 3. Casey Jones, 2. Justin Whitcomb, 2. And Jackson Ness, 2 for 55-19. Rebounds. 29 rebounds for Upper Arlington, 27 rebounds for Greenfield. To me, shows that they're right in there. They were out height and everything, and only two difference in rebounds. Top rebounders for Upper Arlington was Grabovac with 10 total, and number 6 Goodwin had 6. Those are the 2 top rebounders. Everybody else 1 and 2. Going down to Greenfield, it was more just spread out. O'Connor with 2. Brock Dean with 1, Jacob Starkey with 4, Matt Barton 3, Landry Gray 4, Jensen Naff 2, Dalton Miskell 4, and Jay Beatty 1, and then for a total of 27 rebounds. So Greenfield was just more outspread. Everybody getting their share.
Yeah.
Just like in scoring and in rebounding. Upper Arlington mostly was Dane Gray, and rebounds were Grabovac.
Yeah.
So,
like you said, Greenfield, Upper Arlington was tough.
Yep.
Greenfield made some runs. They didn't quit.
Here's the big tale of the story here tonight. Field goal percentage for the game, Greenfield, 29.7.
What was Upper Arlington?
Upper Arlington, 45.7.
Yeah.
3-point shots, 5 for 16 for Upper Arlington, 31.3. 3 for 14 for 21.4 for Greenfield. And free throws, 8 for 9 for Upper Arlington and 4 for 12. Again, free throws right there. You could have made 10-point difference in the ground. Just in free throw, 8 more free throws. 8, you missed 8 free throws. And how many of those? Some of those were the first of a 1-on-1.
Like I said, Upper Arlington's going to be tough in their league.
Right.
Greenfield, you got to see how they bounce back from this. They go in. I don't know if they go into Wilmington. Is it at Wilmington Tuesday or is it?
I think it's at Wilmington. Wow.
Go into Wilmington and then they go into Chillicothe and then I think they come home for Courthouse.
Right.
Three of the toughest teams in the league.
That's right.
And again, if you come out of that with some sort of,
if you come out of that 2-2,
they're looking good.
You're all right. Like you said, it's this game, then Wilmington.
I mean, in the decidest point, they could lose those
and still stand
and still come out because if they play good in those games and then come out and then when they play the other teams win, then your only losses are to the top teams in your division.
You still played well.
Just don't let it pound you down. If they don't let it pound you down and learn from it and get better from it, they could still lose those games on close games, or decent games, and then come out of it. And then when they go to play the East Clinton and the schools that are more their size and pound them and win, then they could end up with a decent record at the end of the season and take that into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And we want to thank WALH for streaming this game tonight.
Thank you, Lee.
Thanks, Lee. And for Joe Davis and for Travis O'Connor, Rick Phillips, and the 2 stars of the game that we've got here on the bench right now. Give us a wave, girls. We're going to say goodnight, everybody. And tonight we'll say go Tigers.
Yep.